Hello everyone, thank you for stopping by my channel today. My name is Daryl, and I think I need a shave. Yeah, I'm in my workshop and we have a little project to do. Let me turn the camera around and I'll show you what we're going to do. Before you is my Icom IC-706. It's the original 706. And I've had this radio for a while now. And I decided the other day to take it out on the deck and maybe listen to a little bit of HF. I don't really have an HF antenna out there, but I thought I would just listen to some stations out there and just enjoy the weather with the dogs. So I brought this thing out there and I set it down on this little kind of flimsy table, and I went to move the antenna and knocked over the table with the radio on it, and the radio went tumbling down onto a rug. At first it hit a chair, and then it hit the rug. So I knew I could see it going over, and I just froze. I could have dropped the antenna and grabbed the radio and never would have hit the rug, or hit the ground on the rug, whatever. And I did not move, and I watched it fall down. And what it did is, when it hit the chair, it broke the little latch off here. That goes, this little latch goes in here, and it stops the display from coming up the radio. So it doesn't look like it damaged the bezel any. So I went on eBay searching for one, and I didn't know whether I was going to find one or not. And I came upon several different eBayers that were selling these, so it must be kind of a common problem. Some were 3D printed and they were in all different colors, and then some people had the original, which is what I wanted, little latch here. So let's see if I can get this out of the paper here. So I was able to get myself a brand new one. So, and it comes with a spring in there. See the spring? So the spring I lost, so I don't know where that's at. So we are going to do that today. We're going to put this thing in there and see if I can get my radio working again. So let me begin this surgery. I don't think there's really a whole lot to it. In the back there's a couple of screws, one here, and we'll take those out. Let me see if I can grab my screwdriver. Sorry if I'm blocking the camera, but I don't think there's a whole lot to it. We'll see. I've never done this repair before, but hopefully I won't have to do it again. I don't like breaking my radios. I don't really damage radios, like damage my own property that much. Every once in a while I make a mistake, and that was clearly a mistake. So we'll see if I can get this fixed. Well, hopefully I won't do that again. I don't even know how this thing comes out of here. I think I got it. Okay. Let's set that aside. No, this is the part we need, I believe. Now there was a bunch of plastic all over the place when this thing broke, and I think it just broke the little slides on this. I didn't see anything in here I don't see anything in here that was broken. Nothing here that I see is broken. So I think it's just the latch that broke. So I think if I just, this might be a pretty quick video if this goes as planned. But I don't think there's a whole lot to doing this. So there's a little knob here, or whatever you want to call it, that this spring sets on. And I think I'm going to have like a tweezers or something to put that on with, because I don't think that I can get my finger down in there with it. Let's see here. Alright. So now I got the spring in there. And now this is the new latch, and you can see in here there's a place for the spring to go. Hopefully you can see that. So let's see, I might have to bring this up to my eye or bring my head down here to find out how this goes in there. Oh, it's not really bad at all. This might not be such a great video, but you can see now we got this in here. And put that back in. Let's see here. And we turn the screw. Yeah, if this is all there is to it, it's not a bad little repair. I should have bought maybe 2 of these things. No, I don't. I think I did. I put that on there wrong. Let's remove this again. So let's see. What did I do wrong here? I guess you gotta put it in like on this side first, and then push it in. Boom. Oh yeah, that's much nicer. Now this radio I've had, like I said, I've had this radio for a long time. I don't use it a whole lot. I got it off of, I think I got it at a ham fest. And then I found another one of these, the main unit, this part here with a bad display. And I was I was much younger then, and I didn't have a whole lot of, I was working. I didn't have a whole lot of time for a ham radio. And I started working on the display, and I had it all apart, and I put it in some Ziploc bags and didn't get back to it. And then I met my wife, and we moved a lot of our stuff over to my mom's place to store while I was living with my wife. And then at some point, well, actually I wasn't living with her, I was living at my mom's place because my dad passed away, and I kind of moved in with my mom to help her out. And I moved my stuff over there, and I never got to finish that. Well, I wasn't in a big hurry to take all of my radio equipment to my wife and I's house, so I left it over there. And one day my mom called up and said she was going to throw some old boxes and stuff away, and she wanted to make sure that was all right. And I said, yeah, oh yeah, throw it away. Well, she threw away the box that had the display parts in it. The only thing that I have left is the bezel and some of the nut buttons. I have some of those, but everything else got chucked. So sad day for me, because now I have the time to repair it and I don't have it anymore. So anyway, I've got a backup one if this one ever has an issue that I can't fix, but I don't have a spare display. So I'm always looking at eBay, trying to keep an eye on eBay, see if anybody has one there. But they do have one for the 7600 Mark III, is it? Mark III G. Now that display is, I think it's the exact same display, except for it just has a different bezel, but I have the right bezel. And I think if I bought that, it would slide right onto that radio fine. The only thing is, I don't want to pay nearly $300 for this display. I would rather pay like 50 bucks or something reasonable. I'm not going to pay that much for that radio. So right now I have 2 of the radios itself, but not only one display. So if I wanted to put this in my car, I would just put it in my car. I think these things are going for maybe, this original one's going for maybe like $450 to $500 on eBay right now. So why would I spend a lot of money on that? So let's slide this in there, and hopefully it clicks and everything is going to be okay. No. Well, why isn't it working? Oh, there it is. Alright, I was a little scared there. So, looks like it's latched fine and unlatched fine. Okay, so I'm back in business. So that's quite an easy repair. The radio, I like this radio. I wish it was the Mark 3G or 2G, whatever they are. I think they're 3G. I wish it was a newer one, but the radio's in really good shape. It had a few blemishes on it when I got it, but as far as my taking care of it, it's in the same condition it is when I bought it. The other one, let me go grab it real quick. Where did I put that? Okay, let me go grab it. The other one is still also in its original shape that I got it. So it's a little bit more scuffed up. It operates just fine. I always thought I was going to buy this thing for a parts radio, but it still might end up this way. But this was clearly in a mobile situation because it's a little bit more dirty and a little bit more scuffed up than the one over here. But as far as operating, it operates just fine. I just don't have a display. Now, I saw on eBay, I think it was eBay, that somebody sells like an aftermarket display that you can plug into this thing, and it's like a modern display. And I thought about buying that for this one, and then taking the display off of this one and put it on that one. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to spend that much money on it. Like if it was like if I could do a new display like the aftermarket display for about $200, it might be worth it to me to put this thing in the car or something. I think the aftermarket display is a little nicer, its color and all that. But I don't know if I want to spend the money on that. So right now, this is the way they sit. I got one complete unit and one missing a display. So if anybody out there knows of some place where I can get a display for real cheap, that would be nice. I'd like to have these both radios working again, complete. But that's where we are right now. And this got a screen protector on it, and I saw that when I was working on this, like, man, this has got like all kinds of white little bumps on here. And I'm like, I don't know where those white bumps came from, and I'm looking through it through a magnifying glass, and the white bumps are underneath the screen display or the screen protector that I made it for it. And I don't remember that ever being there. So it's like I don't know how that got under there like that. That's really odd. So yeah, there's a little dump. So I'm thinking about just pulling the screen protector off and cleaning the display off and putting a new one on there. But I think this display, if I remember right, I had this in the car, and when the sun was shining down on it, you couldn't read the display. So they were doing mods for it to put like a polarizer on there so you could see the display in the sun. And I'm wondering if that's what this is. It's been so long since I did anything with this radio that I don't know if that's what this is or not. So I'll pull it off there, and I'll probably just find some polarizing kind of screen protector kind of thing stuff and replace that, so I don't have to look at these little white dots. They're underneath the screen protector. I don't know how they got there, because that wasn't always like that, or I would have fixed it a long time ago. But anyway, there you go. It's all fixed, and I can go back out on the deck again, and I'm going to have to pick a better place to put this radio because I don't want that to happen again. Luckily, there was no damage to the radio at all, and like I said, it fell down on the carpeting that we got on, the little rug out there. So no damage happened to the radio at all, except for that latch. When it hit the chair, it hit right here, and it just busted this off. So luckily, the bezel didn't get broken, and all I had to do was just change this little piece here. So it might be wise for me to, maybe pick up a couple more of these just to have around, just in case. Because as time goes by, if you keep pulling this off all the time, you're probably going to wear that out or break it or become brittle. I do have the separation kit for this, so if I did mount it back in the car again, I could separate the display from the rest of it. And let me stop the video here, and I'll show you what else I have for it. Alright, what else I have? If I made this little display, this little piece of wood here for the display, so I could, when I had it on my bench, or when I had it, sorry, in my ham shack, I could just mount this thing right to this. Let's see here. Yeah, no, it's not quite on there. Oh, come on, Daryl. Why is that not? Why am I not lining it up? Do I have it wrong? No, I have it right. There we go. So yeah, so I made this little thing so I could use a separation cable and use this. So it's real nice. Don't it look nice? And then the only thing, you know, of course you have the cable run out. So I guess I could have put a hole back here to run the cable out, or put some kind of a slot to put the cable in or through, so you don't see the cable coming out the side here. But yeah, I made this little thing. It's really nice. I really like it a lot. In fact, it's probably what I'm going to use today. Maybe I'll just set this on the floor on the deck and just put this up on the table, and then I have a little bit more protection if this were to fall or something. But yeah, so yeah, it doesn't move at all, you know, when I put the little cork little feet on it, and it doesn't move at all when you operate the radio. I really like it a lot. So that was a good little thing I made here for that. So anyway, that's my video, and I hope you got some entertainment out of it. And we'll definitely make more videos if this is the kind of thing you like. I always got something going on around here like for this kind of stuff, so I will definitely make a video if I find something that might be interesting to everyone. Alright, what do you think about that? Yeah, I got that radio working again. Now I got time to go shave. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, when you get retired, you just sometimes you just don't get in there to do those kinds of things. I spend more time doing other kind of work and relaxing, but shaving's not always the #1 priority. When I was working, I had to shave every single day. I was required by my employer to come in clean shaven every day. So that was a whole lot of shaving going on. So now I can just not shave. So now I shave maybe once a week. That's all I got. Thank you for being here today, and we will catch you again soon. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and we'll make another video that hopefully you'll be interested in watching. Adios.